directions so well.
None of this looks familiar.
Okay, so then take me to where she's at. You gotta know where she's at, Stephen.
I don't know. I don't know.
If you would have just laid her out on the side of the road, she would have been found a long time ago.
That road?
It doesn't look like anything. I don't know. It just looks like a road.
Yeah. But it's one of the few that you can drive down without a gate. Do you want to try that road back there?
None of this looks like anything.
Okay.
Just,
So have we gone too far?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't even know where we are.
You don't remember going this far?
I don't even know where we are. I don't know
This is Bridge
what's
Road.
even out here.
Bridge Road past 95.
At the stop sign, I'm going to go ahead and tell Hill Connecticut to 98. Is that good with you, Jesse?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and try that road back there.
Did you cover her with anything?
There was nothing in the car. It's just papers. Lots of papers.
Which side of the car was she on? The driver's side or the passenger side?
She was laying on the bench.
On the bench in the back seat?
Back seat.
When you pulled her out of the car, did you pull her out the driver's side or passenger side?
Passenger side. I had to pull her through.
And so you put her on the side of the road,
Yes.
right? And it was when you were headed out, so it'll be on the right side of the road? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember coming to a stop sign?
I don't remember any of this. None of this looks like anything I've ever seen.
Which way, guys?
98.
John, you can 1098. Thank you.
Tell him to log the mileage, please.
Would you please log the mileage?
How much gas did you say you put in the car when you were at the house?
There was the gas can. It was a small little.
Can he return the car to
It
the
was
office?
had a 2+ on it.
Yeah, 10-4.
So I paid for 2 gallons of gas.
Okay.
The odometer before we left, is that why it says 22.9?
I don't know. They might set it to 0.
The truck did not like us. Do you want this all to be over?
I wish I could tell you where she is so we could find her. And
I
you can
need
see
to.
that I didn't do anything to the woman. I just didn't know what to do. And I just freaked out. And I didn't want any part of anything that she was doing.
When you were heading
never
out,
did want any part of it.
could you have turned right off of this road? And turn left instead of right? Or did you for sure you turned right?
I just know I pulled off. I don't even know where. I just remember I pulled off and it was dusty and I just was.
John Perez? Can you start having them peel off and every road that they come across, whether it's north or south, drive up or down it to the very end and turn around and come back out? Me looking on the along the ditch line.
This just looks the same. Like none of this looks like anything.
Remember this picture you
We're
wanted
gonna
me to
do
paint
this
of you,
all the way
Stephen?
to US
That
1.
this whole thing was an accident.
It was an accident.
You didn't mean for it to happen.
I never did anything. I just
Okay.
got her gas because she didn't have any stupid gas in her car.
Okay.
Perez, did you get that?
We gotta go back and check that area of the blood too. On the tile, if we can.
Which,
10-4.
Would hurt to do it again.
Tricia Road or Pratt-Whitney?
just
Does this look familiar?
Mike leapfrog in front of me and take the next road.
None of it looks like anything just remember it was dark and dusty.
Well, Stephen, you initially didn't remember leaving the house.
And let's just keep
At
leapfrogging
120.
all the way down, whether you're left or right. Let's cover every one of these roads, go all the way to the end.
You didn't remember
Check the
leaving the
ditches.
house at 120. You didn't remember,
I can't
forgot
tell
to
where she
mention
is.
dropping off the car. You didn't remember initially walking away from her car
Tell you where she
and changing
is.
your clothes.
I don't know. where
You
she
do
is.
know, Stephen. You do know.
I do not know.
Do this
I'm
for
at,
faith.
Manners, I Hope Sound on US 1. You want me on
Yes, please.
And for
Come out
yourself.
here and just start running these roads up and down.
You gotta show at least a little bit remorse of what you did. I know you're upset, you were freaking out, but you gotta finish this. Almost there. You gotta
This
take me
doesn't
to
even
her.
look familiar. I don't know.
What would
None
look
of this.
familiar?
I
This is a
don't-
long, dusty road that's very dark at night. What wouldn't look familiar about this road?
Because I don't recognize it. I don't recognize. All I remember, it was just dark. It was
Okay.
very dark. and
That's
it
the
was
way this
just-
road is.
And it was just dusty. And I just remember it was dusty.
Dusty road.
And that's it. And that's all I remember of
Okay.
the location. I didn't pay attention to where I was even going because I didn't know where I was going.
Well, you wanted to make sure she was somewhere where the average person wasn't gonna find her.
I just drove. I didn't even know where I was going. I just drove just to drive.
Did you have to climb any little ditch banks or anything?
I don't remember doing any of that.
Do you remember bringing any fencing around?
No.
Trees?
I couldn't see them if they were there. It was so dark.
Well, she had headlights.
I don't
Stephen,
know.
you
It's
gotta
just
finish this, man.
Dark.
You're so close.
Just dark.
I know it was dark. We've already established that. We've already established that you freaked out.
And I didn't even know where I was. I just.
You
was
have
just
to know
dark.
the general area.
I don't even know where
listen.
this is.
Remember yesterday there was so many things you couldn't remember. But I'm not gonna sit and drive around with you for 5-6 hours again today.
I understand.
Okay?
And if I knew where
You do know.
I would take you
Stephen,
right there. It
you
would be,
do know where she's at. The only reason that you would not take us to her is if something else happened in that house and you're not telling me. She will be found. She will be found.
I figured by now she already would have been found.
Okay, then take us to where she would have been found. Where did you take her to?
I don't know.
Stephen, you do know.
I don't know. It was just dark and the road was dusty.
Do you love your daughter?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay. You need to give her mother back to her.
And I can't.
Okay,
And that's,
I told you
that's
she's
the
gonna need some
problem,
type of
because
stability,
I have no
and you're all she's got.
idea. I don't even know
You
where
are the
this
only
is.
living parent that she has left. Show your daughter right that you took us to her mother. You need to show her right. She's going to grow up saying, my dad did something to my mom, and he left her out. He left my mom out to get eaten by animals.
No idea.
Is that what you want your daughter to grow up thinking?
Of course
Knowing?
not.
Then take me
course
to
not.
her.
I can't
You
take
have
you
to. Stephen,
to
you
a
know.
place I don't know. I don't know where this is. I don't know wherever she. I don't know any other
Do you
place.
do you get rid of bodies every day? Is that a normal thing for you?
It's not my job. No, I don't do anything with bodies.
Okay, so it's a pretty remarkable night in your life. It's not something you do all the time. It's probably the
it
first
was
time you've ever had to do
unbelievably
anything to do like
stressful.
that, right?
I panicked and I freaked and I just drove because
I
that's the only thing I
understand.
could do, and
Stephen,
I didn't even know where I was
We have
going.
already
and I
established
don't,
that you freaked out.
and I don't
Listen
know
to
where
me.
this is.
You
I
have
don't know
already
where anything
established
is.
that you freaked out. You didn't mean to do it. We've already
I
established
didn't
that.
do anything. I just wanted her to come back. I wanted whatever she was
But
doing
she
to
didn't.
be over. over. I wanted her to stop whatever she was doing, just to leave me alone.
Do you understand what you're doing right now?
I'm telling you, I don't know where she is. I'm telling you that all I know is the road was dark. It was really dark. I don't remember seeing any lights anywhere.
Aren't that many.
And it was a dusty road.
There aren't that many dirt roads, but I do know that you had 2 hours, over 2 hours and 40 minutes to do something with her. I just didn't
know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to call.
It's going to look like you knew exactly what you were doing.
How? I don't know anything about this.
Because despite what the statement you gave me today, and then going through the walkthrough today, you got inconsistencies there again.
Because I don't remember. I panicked so bad.
No, you weren't pretty. Let me finish.
I panicked so bad. I don't remember.
Stephen, let me remind you what you told me yesterday. You told me that she was on the phone in the house. When you came back, her phone was in the house. The phone was dead.
She had her phone
and
the
then
first
you told
time.
Me
she had her phone.
You told me, yes. You did tell me that. And then you told me her phone was dead. And then you tell me when we got to the house now that her phone was in the car.
It was in
Remember,
the car.
I told you that when you made that first U-turn, Stephen, when you made the U-turn in front of her house, that's when that phone went dead. And that phone was in the car with you. Do you see all the lies starting to catch up again?
And you want me to take you to a place that I don't even know where it is. I don't know where this place is.
The only reason you're not taking me there is because something else happened to her that night.
Nothing else happened.
That's why you're not taking me to her.
Gas and everything flipped upside down. I came back and everything was wrong. Nothing made sense when I came back. I just went to get gas, and I was frustrated that I even had to get gas, but I wasn't mad. I was just frustrated.
Why did you leave that out the first 5, 6, 7, 8 times you had to tell that story? Why did you leave out the taking her car, making the U-turn, and then leaving in her car again? You left a lot of significant information out.
Because it doesn't make sense. And even that's why I came back, because getting her laptop didn't even make sense to me. And then I realized there was no gas in the stupid car. And then I was like, I'm just coming back because this is dumb. Okay. And then I addressed the gas issue with her.
This is a woman who didn't even want to sit next to you in the ER. You're going to tell me?
Yes. She spent a stupid amount of time Monday at the house just explaining her love life that she was pursuing. She was there for over an hour at least, because all I remember thinking is, I want to go to bed, and you're still talking about stuff that doesn't pertain to me.
I need you to take me to her. You have to.
I can't, because I don't know where this place is. I don't remember where. I don't even know anything out here. All I know is this place is dark and dusty according to what Mike says. And I'm like, okay, but that doesn't, I don't know.
There's headlights though. You gotta have at least some view. Are there fences? Were there trees? Was there a ditch? Was there a little bank like this? You've got to remember a little bit more than just, I don't know, it was dark and dusty. And you didn't even tell me about it being dusty.
Scope it out. I just remember it was dark and it was dusty.
You didn't even tell me about it being dusty until I mentioned to you that the car had a bunch of dust and vegetation underneath it.
Because it was a dusty road. The road was dusty. I don't know where she is.
So your daughter's going to grow up knowing that Dad got rid of Mom's body. That's what your daughter's going to grow up.
I don't know anything about getting rid of a body. I don't even know what you do with the body. I don't know the first thing about any of that. I just wanted nothing to do with all of that. At that point, I just wanted nothing to do with it. I just wanted to go back to the way my life was before she did whatever she did. That's all I wanted. That's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to have my normal life back.
And you got rid of her, and now your daughter's got to grow up knowing that Dad threw Mom's body somewhere and never took them back to her. That's what your daughter's going to grow up knowing.
I can't take you to a place I don't know. I can't point you in a direction that I don't know. I have no idea. I just know it was dark. It was very dark. And it was dusty. And that's it. That's all I remember.
Was it straight or curved?
I don't know. It was, I couldn't see anything out there.
Okay. Jesse, what do you think about 138th?
Sure.
That looks like it's locked at night.
Oh.
And this is a long, dusty dirt road. Dark.
I think at this point, if I say it was a paved road, he's going to agree with me and say it was a paved road.
Mm-hmm.
Just how we went with the pill story. Steven, I'm tired. You're tired. I know Mike's tired. But you know what? If we got to drive around got to do another 5-6 hours with you today, I will. I need to bring her home.
Vance, can you just want to stop the taping, because if we need it, we'll just save your tape for when we need it, because
Yeah.
I think we're going in circles right now.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The time is 12:04.